Formal intro. Yep, there we go. Hello everyone, my name's Austin and today I'm going to be showing you my January wrap-up and my February TBR. So the month of January was kind of crazy. Half of it was being out of school and I could read freely as much as I wanted to, and the other half, well, I'm reading what I don't want to read, and that's, course and things and textbooks and hell. So the first book I read in January is Siege and Storm by Leigh Bardugo. I don't have the physical book with me because I took it back home to my actual bookshelf because it was, taking up some space and I only have so much space here. But I really did enjoy this book. I'm not going to really give you a premise of it because it's the second in a trilogy. Basically, all I can tell you is that it's part of the Grisha trilogy. There's this thing called the Unsea or the Shadowfold, and yeah, there's things in it and it eats people. Go read the trilogy. The second book I read in January is Ruin and Rising by Leigh Bardugo, which is the third installment in the Grisha trilogy. I also can't tell you the premise because, it's the final book in the series and I don't want to spoil it for you. Ruin and Rising was really action-packed. It kind of summed up the entire story really well and I liked it. It was really good. The third book I read in January is Turtles All the Way Down by John Green. I do have the copy with me, but it's on the makeshift tripod that's holding the camera up, so I really can't grab that, or unless you want it to fall, and I'm not gonna just grab it. What the cover looks like. It's just spiral and yeah, that's what it looks like. We follow a girl named Asa, and unfortunately she has really bad OCD and anxiety, which is kind of the whole point of the story, and we experience it firsthand of how severe her anxiety is. And alongside, it follows her and her friends' journey to find her old childhood friend's dad who went missing. There's a $100,000 reward out for him. That's basically the premise. You'll learn quickly that I'm not the best at summarizing books. I'm gonna get better at it, but right now, it's kind of questionable. And the final book I read in January is Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. After finishing the Grisha trilogy, I needed a little bit of a break because I didn't really want to jump back in and get confused with the characters, so I picked up Turtles All the Way Down. It was a good refresher, and then I jumped right into this. I don't know why I'm so delayed on reading this. I remember I bought it back when it first came out, back in high school, and I don't want to read it because although I know you can read it without having to read the Grisha trilogy, but I just felt like I was doing a dishonor if I didn't read those, so I read Shadow and Bone, and then I put it down for so long and just finally forced myself to read those two, and then I'm so glad I did it because I understood the world a lot more going into it. This is a really good book. Six of Crows follows 6 outcasts in this place called Ketterdam. Is it Ketterdam? Ketterdam? Ketterdam. Yes. What's happening is that there's this drug going around, and it's called Jurdaparum. I think it's Jurdaparum. Jurdaparum. Right? I think that's right. Basically, it's a Grisha version of speed, and only Grisha can have it, and it'll kill anyone else who takes it. Cass gets offered a huge amount of money to go and break into the ice court and rescue this guy. When I first started it, I was like, I don't know how I feel about this, and then something happens, and then I'm like, I can't put it down, and then I finished it, and I was like, yep, neglecting my schoolwork, but it was worth it. So those are all the books I read in January. I'm pretty proud of myself because I'm aiming to read at least 50 books this year, and that's a little challenging when you have an upcoming internship, college, and work on your hands, and you just have to fit it in somewhere because I'd be doing homework and I just set things aside just to read it. It takes a while. It takes about a week to read a book, if that. It'll probably take more. We're gonna see. I'm trying to aim at least 4 books a month. So I have 4 books to show you for February. The first book I'm gonna read in February is Crooked Kingdom by Leigh Bardugo. Obviously I had to jump right into it because I love the characters way too much, and I'm really sad that it is only a duology. Please, I really wish this was a series. I don't think there would be much to do. You know what? There would be. I feel like there would be. But I haven't finished reading. I'm only 200 pages in. Why isn't this a series? Why? I'm just being ungrateful. It's fine. At least we have the second book. If we finished with the first book and that's it, I would commit a crime. That's right. I would commit a crime, a felony. Probably not. No, I wouldn't. It's just a book. But I can't really say anything about this one because spoilers. This one's prettier than the first one, I think. We read pages and the crow and, oh my god, and all the little optical illusions in this. Like, look at all that. It's beautiful. Who designed this? I want to talk, but like in a good talk, not a bad talk. And the second book I plan to read in February is Illuminati by Jay Kristoff and Amy Kaufman. I've already read this book. It's an advanced reader copy, and I probably should buy the real version because I'm not sure if they changed anything in here. It's been a while since I've read this book, and I was lucky enough to get an ARC. I just traded it and got it, so that was really nice. Basically it follows this boy named Ezra and this girl named Katie. If I remember correctly, it's been a while. And they're on board this spaceship and things just go awry, and there's an artificial intelligence that's evil, and just, it's space. I love space. Actually, it makes me really uncomfortable. As most people, it makes them really uncomfortable because it's so vast, and I'm not going to get into it because chills already. The reason I'm rereading this one is because I'm going to be diving right into the third book I'm reading in February, and that is Jenna, the second book to the Illuminati files. Yeah, I'm a little behind. I'm not behind on a lot of things. Don't judge me. I mean, you can judge me, I don't really care, but this is not an ARC because I was not lucky enough to do that. And I don't think they did hardcover ARCs like they did for Illuminati, but it's fine because I had put it down and forgot about it because I was in this year-long reading slump, so that's fun. But basically it takes place after Illuminati, and I really can't say anything because it'll spoil people. So that's what I'm reading. This is what I'm reading. I'm excited. I'm really excited. And the fourth and final book I plan on reading in February is Afterworlds by Scott Westerfeld. It's a 2-in-1 book. We're following this girl named Darcy, and she's publishing a book, which I'm pretty sure is called Afterworlds in the novel. We're following her story and how she's getting it published. Also, simultaneously, we're going back and reading her actual novel. So it's 2 stories in one. I'm really excited to read it. And I know for people who are trying to publish books or write a book, it's an essential thing to read. I haven't heard anything bad about it. It could be slow, but I'm expecting that. Who knows? So that's all I have to share with you today. I'm looking forward to reading all these. Hopefully I can finish them in February. They're all really big books, but you know, Illuminati and Gemini, you can like fly through this pretty quickly. So I have no doubt that I could finish these. Don't hold me to it. I may fail. I guess we'll find out the end of February. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Are we still gonna be doing this? Like, I don't really know how my outros should go. I want it to be unique. Maracas. Bye.